And on to the case, ladies and gentlemen. The start of the S.I.R drive in West Bengal has led to some striking visuals coming in from border areas. Scenes at several BSF checkposts show large groups of illegal Bangladeshi immigrants trying to return to their country. At the Hakimpur border, long queues of people with bags can be seen waiting to cross over into Bangladesh. Take a look at this exclusive report from Ground Zero.
S.I.R एक्सरसाइज शुरू होने के बाद पॉलिटिकल टेंशन शुरू हो गया है वेस्ट बंगाल में और इधर हम लोग अभी हकीमपुर चेक पोस्ट पे खड़े हैं जो मेन सिटी कोलकाता से 3 घंटा ही दूर है और इंडो बांग्लादेश बॉर्डर से ये 2-3 किलोमीटर की दूरी पे है। आप लोग जो देख सकते हो इधर करीब 300 से 500 बांग्लादेशिया सरेंडर कर चुके हैं इधर की वो लोग इलीगल तरीकों से बॉर्डर क्रॉस करके ट्रेस पास करके आए थे। करीब 10 से 20 साल इधर रह रहे थे और अभी एसआईआर की एक्सरसाइज शुरू होने के दौरान ही ये लोग चेक पोस्ट के सामने भीड़ करने शुरू हो गए। ये लोग सरेंडर करे कि इन लोगों के पास कोई लीगल डॉक्यूमेंट्स नहीं है और लीगल डॉक्यूमेंट्स के बिना ही बॉर्डर भी क्रॉस किए और कोलकाता या बाकी सारे जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट है उधर रह भी रहे थे। आपका नाम क्या है?
मेरा नाम है राजा।
आप कब आए थे इधर? आप कब आए थे इधर?
हम आया था 4 साल पहले आया था।
क्या काम करते थे बगुघाटी में?
कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट पे काम करता था।
कोई लीगल पेपर है आपके पास?
नहीं।
तो इधर आए जब तो कोई बनाने के लिए बोला या कहीं
बोला
लगा था?
बोला था कोशिश भी किया था लेकिन नहीं किया।
तो इस बार जब आए तब पैसे दिए थे किसी को?
नहीं।
ऐसे ही आ गए?
हाँ,
कैसे आए?
ऐसे आया। मेरा साथ 5 से आदमी आया था काम के लिए। इधर काम बहुत अच्छा होता है इसलिए चला आया था।
इधर हकीमपुर चेक पोस्ट पे हो, आप लोग किस वजह से अभी हो? जाना चाहते हो?
हम लोग अभी हकीमपुर में है, बांग्लादेश पे चले जाने के लिए हम अभी इंतजार में है।
क्यों? एसआईआर से डर से?
हाँ, मेरे तो कोई डॉक्यूमेंट्स नहीं है, भारत का इनलीगल कोई डॉक्यूमेंट्स नहीं है, पेपर्स भी नहीं है, इसलिए मैंने चला जा रहा हूँ।
Now, politics over the special intensive revision in West Bengal continues unabated. BJP's Sukanta Majumdar slammed Mamata Banerjee-led West Bengal government for vote bank appeasement, while TMC slammed BJP for allowing illegals to enter. Listen into both sides.
The voters, have you checked whether their names are there in the voter list? We doubt very much. And the question is, if they are ready to go out of India to Bangladesh, the first question is how they have entered. How they have entered India across the international border, which is supposed to be protected by none other than BSF, a wing of Amit Shah's department.
So it is quite evident from this, the 300 people, they are trying to leave this country and they are trying to reach their own country, that is the Bangladesh. So my question is whether Mamata Banerjee and her party was opposing the S.I.R. So this is the reason. That's why they were opposing the S.I.R. so vigorously. And this was the I should say, the vote bank of Mamata Banerjee.
You're watching the News Hour at 10. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Let's go right ahead to our guest now. Joining us is Sanju Verma, BJP National Spokesperson, Ishkaran Bhandari is Advocate of Supreme Court, Professor Monojit Mandal, Political Analyst, is with us, Advocate Niladri Bhattacharya, Political Analyst, also with us. Let me come across to you first. Professor Monojit Mandal, you have the BJP which is saying this is a clear sign that the TMC, led by Mamata Banerjee, was trying to, keep its flock together as far as its vote bank is concerned, and that's why you didn't want the S.I.R. Your response to that?
First of all, I really don't understand what has S.I.R got to do with, driving this illegal out. If they have entered the country through the borders and now, according to a report, they are going back to their country through that channel, which can be probably visibly seen by everyone. If this is a narrative that we need to believe, then the BSF is out and out responsible. They should all resign, the officers on the check post, including the Home Minister of the country.
State government has no role, sir. Local administration has no role.
First of all, even if you do not have, hang on. How can this, because BSF, the border is manned by BSF at 50 kilometers deep into the state affairs. There is a law, parliamentary law, and everyone knows this. It's all BSF.
May I read out for you, sir, the Immigration and Foreigners Order? Just a second. Professor Mandal, I will ask that question. There's a BJP spokesperson. I'll put that question across. But answer my question first. I'm reading out from the Immigration and Foreigners Order 2025, Prevention, Detection, Restricting Movements and Deportation of Illegal Migrants, that the state government shall take steps to detect illegal immigrants in India in accordance with the procedure specified with the central government. So why did the TMC government then fail to act is the question that arises from this.
Then you ask this question to first Assam government, where you have the maximum number of illegal immigrants. This is acknowledged by none other than the Chief Minister of Assam, right?
Professor Mandal, you are again shifting blame.
If there are illegals, how they have? I'm not shifting the
blame. Of course, two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs don't make a right. Of course, if Assam government has violated it, certainly Assam government is also accountable. To that extent, is the West Bengal government also accountable? Please tell us.
Let me speak. Even the Indian citizens' name are not in the voters list. Today only in Kaliganj, 5 kilometers away from this place, Jamuna Mandal committed suicide because her name is not there in the S.I.R list, in the 2002 list. One of our co-panelists, Shikha Mukherjee, she appears on your channel also. I am taking her name because she posted this on the Facebook. Shikha Mukherjee, her name is not there in 2002 electoral roll. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Shikha Mukherjee is not an Indian citizen. She appears on your show. Even on your channel.
Sanju Verma.
What are you talking about?
Several panelists who Professor Mandal knows personally, some of them may have appeared of times now. I'll have to check the names. But he says that they are not on the voter list. And this, just a second, I'm asking a question. Calm down, Professor Mandal. Calm down. So just please calm down, Professor Mandal. Allow me to ask the questions at least on my show. Please don't take that right or privilege of mine away from me. Kindly allow me, sir. Indulge me for a moment, please. Sanju Verma, your response. The fact that the S.I.R and the voter list itself has not been done properly. There are individuals committing suicide, says Professor Mandal. Your response to him. And of course, why is the BSF allowing them inside the country in the first place?
You know, the irony is that I was with Shikha Mukherjee today itself on another channel on a debate. And, I did not see her protesting against the S.I.R. So the bluff of, Manojit Mandal has been called out fair and square. But this is not about Shikha Mukherjee. I just want to say one thing very clearly. S.I.R. wide Article 326 is a legitimate, legal, constitutional, democratic exercise, and the Election Commission wide powers available to it under Article 324 of the Constitution has every right to conduct the S.I.R. as said by none other than Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia of the Supreme Court barely 2.5 months back. So once the Supreme Court has spoken, I don't think anybody on this panel here has reason to undermine the credibility of what the apex court has said. But I want to say one thing, Madhav. 2016, the Union Home Ministry under the Modi government said BSF's jurisdiction should be enhanced by 50 kilometers to curb illegal infiltration. And do you know who protested against the enhanced authority given to the BSF? It is the TMC-led Mamata Banerjee government. And for their acolytes to sit on national TV and today talk about BSF jurisdiction is a bit too rich. Again, second point, twice, once in 2018, once in 2022. There was a NHA advisory which was sent to all state governments, including West Bengal, saying that they have to identify any prospective or current illegal infiltrators, including Rohingyas, Bangladeshi Ghuspetias, or anybody else for that matter. Mamata Banerjee threw that NHA advisory into the dustbin. So for Mamata Banerjee's Darbaris to now lecture the BJP...
Let me come in now. It's a limited time debate. Allow me to please come in now. Advocate Niladri Bhattacharya, I want you to respond to that. Mamata Banerjee, as the Chief Minister of the state, has taken a position. And I'm just quoting what she said on the 21st of July, 2025. She says, I should not be speaking on affairs of Bangladesh since that's a sovereign nation. And whatever needs to be said on the issues are subject matter of the center. But I can tell you this. If helpless people come knocking on the doors of Bengal, we will surely provide them shelter. Where is the question then of blaming the center? She is herself saying we will welcome them.
No.
Madhav, you have to get the context first of all correct. First of all, what Manojit has said, if any infiltration has occurred, the blame squarely rests with the BSF, the corrupt officials of the BSF. And who controls the BSF? The MHA. And it is a failure Home Minister of the country who has to resign first. Now, as far as these people are concerned, what is being shown in
Sir, what is the second line? What is the second line of defense after the... let us assume the BSF has failed. One second. Let us assume the BSF has failed. What is the second line of defense? The state administration has no role to play. They don't have any responsibility according to...
It is a joint responsibility of the state as well as the
so then
center.
the state has also failed. So admit that the state has also failed.
Blame on the state.
Because they are accusing you of shielding them, sheltering them for vote bank politics. That is the charge they are leveling.
It is a joint responsibility. If one wing of the government has failed, the central government has also failed. But
yes, so that is the whole point. So then don't ask for... So sir, the point is taking an extremist position and asking for one minister's resignation will mean that your ministers will also have to resign.
Madhav, please understand, this is not because of the S.I.R. Because these people, they do not even have any identity cards for India. They are not citizens of India.
So they are saying they are leaving because of S.I.R. You know better than they who are themselves saying we are leaving because of S.I.R. and we don't have documents.
Whatever they like. They may say whatever they like, but they are also admitting that they do not have any papers of this country.
Exactly
so how
why
does
they are
the
leaving.
S.I.R. affect them? So how does the S.I.R. affect them if they are not voters of the country? The S.I.R. is only affects the people who are the voters of this country.
Wow, what a wonderful inversion of logic. But let me bring in Ishkaran. Ishkaran, how does the S.I.R. impact them if they are not voters of the country in the first place? They don't have documents. What is the issue? Please explain to Mr. Niladri Bhattacharya.
This question is to me.
Goes to the root causes of the biggest danger to Bharat, which is illegal immigration. Now, Madhav, it goes to the root cause, which is illegal immigration, which is the biggest danger to Bharat, because there is a plan to change demographics, and which is obviously a national security threat. I will not go into it because it is paucity of time. It's an economic threat because they take the job from the poorest. It's a threat to the resources of the state because they take medical and other welfare benefits meant for the citizens. So how does this occur? Of course, how they come into India is a question which has been going on for decades, and it has to be reduced. And who's trying to reduce it is to be seen. The second is those who invite them in, create conditions favorable so that the poor of Bangladesh or the radicalized of Bangladesh want to come into Bharat, and then enable them to stay in Bharat by creating slums and certain areas where they will get jobs, food and certain documents. These people may not have gotten documents. The other question is, who are the ones who oppose NRC? Who are the ones who oppose deportation? Who are the ones who oppose S.I.R. so that only citizens vote in elections but want anybody else with any random document and some amount of assistance by certain politicians the right to vote? So we have to have the holistic picture, and the answer of the holistic picture is very clear. There are vested interests who want to damage India by getting illegal people to stay in India, take our jobs, be a national security threat, and also to vote in elections.
Respond to that. Respond to that, Niladri. Did you get your answer?
Madhav, what I want to ask you, in Bihar, the S.I.R. was conducted when the Honorable Home Minister said, "Ghuspetiya hata denge, Ghuspetiya bhaga denge." Can the Honorable Home Minister or the Election Commissioner, Putsi Babu as we say, can he elucidate how many Ghuspetiyas are there in that Bihar S.I.R.?
I want to answer this.
Sanju Verma. Sanju Verma. Okay, Sanju Verma is answering. Sanju Verma is answering. Respond.
Can I quickly comment now? You know, Madhav, let's get one thing very, very clear. The basic grouse of Mamata Banerjee, Abhishek Banerjee is that S.I.R. is illegal. Aaj tak S.I.R. hua nahi. Modi government is destroying democracy by undertaking S.I.R. So very quickly in 20 seconds, Madhav. Can I please finish? You are not the anchor.
You asked a question, sir. You asked a question. Now let her respond, please.
Please, you are not the anchor. Please keep quiet. Thank you. Madhav, the very first S.I.R. exercise was conducted under Nehru between 1951-56, second S.I.R. in 1957, third S.I.R. under Nehru in 1961, fourth under Lal Bahadur Shastri in 1965, under Indira Gandhi twice in 1966, and then in 1983.
No, answer the question. He's asked you a specific question, please.
Allow me to rebut.
My specific answer is this. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has brought in
2002.
the CAA that will ensure that persecuted minorities are given citizenship. The CAA has nothing to do with NRC. NRC will give, sanctity to legal citizens. And as far as S.I.R is concerned, it has been upheld by the Supreme Court. It is nothing but a periodic electoral revision which has nothing to do with religion. The reason I'm speaking of CAA, NRC and S.I.R is because these three are three different issues. Don't conflate them, which is what TMC official acolytes are doing on debate after debate that I have been on today in the last few hours.
Professor Mandal, respond to that. Respond to that. You're unnecessarily conflating NRC, CAA and S.I.R. All three are totally different aspects because which are completely unrelated. Respond to her.
No. First of all, look at Shikhadi's Facebook post. It clearly said Election Commission of India should be ashamed of its incompetence. My name is not there in the electoral roll, which has been there since 1995. So please do not challenge my data. This is point number one. You talk about illegals. Hang on. These also. Please.
Okay, let him finish. Let him make his point. Let him make his point. Yeah.
You are lying on national TV.
Please, can I
No, he's quoting a Facebook post. It's okay. Let him make his point. He's responding to you.
Maximum. Please, hang on. Maximum number of Rohingyas are sheltered in Jammu and Kashmir, according to the government of India's affidavit. That is, they are in the Supreme Court of India. 40,000 Rohingyas are sheltered in Jammu and Kashmir. How many of them are deported back? Please answer this question. In Delhi, according to your report, in Delhi there are illegals under the nose of Mr. Amit Shah. The Bangladeshis are there in Delhi, New Delhi. How many of them are deported?
Okay, so there are Rohingyas in BJP rule states. Therefore, you will not deport Bangladeshis in West Bengal. Is that the logic, Professor Mandal?
Please show me the data.
Is that the logic you are giving us? Because there are Rohingyas in other BJP ruled states, so West Bengal will not deport Bangladeshis. That's what you are saying.
Can I please come in here?
There is no logic.
Cannot be a debate which is hijacked by the TMC.
The Home Minister and the BSF, they have miserably failed to protect the border.
Okay.
That is the logic.
All right. We'll have to leave it there. We'll have to leave it there, completely out of time. And of course, this is a debate that we're going to continue to have because the S.I.R process has just begun. It's going to take a few months, and perhaps during the course of that, we will see similar scenes in coming days. Sanju Verma, Ishkaran Bhandari, Professor Manojit Bandal, and Advocate Niladri Bhattacharya, thanks so much for joining us this evening. All right, big breakthrough for agencies coming in. Big news. Anmol Bishnoi will be deported along with a batch of illegal immigrants staying in the United States. Around 100 or several hundred individuals are supposed to land in Delhi tomorrow morning. Anmol is amongst them and has a red corner notice against him as well. He's, of course, a wanted criminal from Punjab and is expected to land tomorrow morning. There are another 197 illegal immigrants who will be landing with him. The flight is expected at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Bhavtosh Singh with more details. Bhavtosh, very big development. Anmol Bishnoi is a person who is wanted and now finally being deported.
Yes, Madhav, in fact, one of the biggest success as far as the crackdown on gangsters are concerned. He is named as an accused in several cases involving Lawrence Bishnoi, his brother of Lawrence Bishnoi, and also was named as an accused as in the charge sheet that has been filed outside firing at the residence of Salman Khan, and is also the main accused in the murder of Baba Siddiqui and several cases involving gangsters in Punjab. He fled the country in May 2022, soon after Sidhu Moosewala's killing on a fake passport, after which several agencies, be it the federal probe agencies like NIA or for that matter Punjab police, were looking for him. Last November he was detained in US because he was traveling on documents which were not very consistent or correct, after which NIA was trying to deport him or extradite him. Extradition would have been long pending process, but then because he was traveling on fake passport, India managed to bring him back. One has to wait and see whether he will be coming, but agencies including CBI is hopeful that he will be coming back. Now his questioning will unravel how Lawrence Bishnoi spread his network not only in Canada but also in US, primarily because of the fact that Canada has already declared him as a foreign terrorist and his gang as a foreign terrorist organization. So all eyes will be tomorrow at Delhi's International Airport.
So big day tomorrow, in fact, as far as the crackdown on these international gangsters are concerned as well. Of course, the fight against terror continues as well at the same time. Bhaftosh, thanks so much for joining us with that late evening update. And with that, it's a wrap on the show this evening. Thanks so much for joining us.